Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show. It's Sunday night, and we're not reviewing WrestleMania. We're here to talk about The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2. As always, this is Aaron Chicano here to host the show. And that's our wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful Easter weekend. It is Sunday night, WrestleMania weekend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The best, what's it called? The holiday of the whole year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it started on Friday night with the Hall of Fame that went until 1 o'clock my time.
Jeez, so 2 o'clock my time.
Yeah. Or 3 o'clock your time now.
Jeez, yeah. Yeah, that's right. 3 o'clock my time.
Yep.
But I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a good day. You all, I hope that y'all are what's it called, happy, healthy, everything. I hope that y'all have had a great Easter and been celebrating. Or if you don't celebrate Easter and you celebrate WrestleMania weekend, I hope you guys are having a good time with that.
Yep. Hope you're enjoying that. It's going on right now.
Stacy. All right, 8.25 out of 10. Wrap this up. Randy Orton just beat a returning Heath Slater. That's gonna be funny. We're gonna find out if Brad actually gave this an 8.25 out of 10. But Brad, I have been really busy. I have been out of town. Just been at a wedding, and now I got back home. I have not watched WrestleMania Night 1. I have not watched WrestleMania Night 2. I sat down. Once my bags were on the floor and everything was ready, been in my room, I was like, oh shit, there's 5 minutes left until Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2. So I was like, fuck it, we're going to have to do that right now. So if we do Daredevil after this, it's when I'll actually be able to throw on WrestleMania on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
But, Brad, what have you been up to?
Nothing much. Mostly watching all the wrestling stuff. Right now I'm dealing with some carpal tunnel in my right hand, so that's been fun all weekend.
Oh man.
So
yeah, what's going on with that, man?
It's been pretty painful. It comes and goes, so I don't know what to tell you. It just is what it is. I need to get probably surgery for it. So
yeah,
half tempted to do that after yesterday.
Yeah, I think you should, Brad. If it's bothering you that much, you should.
Yeah.
But other than that, not much this weekend since we last recorded?
No, nothing much. I did watch High Life. I started Sancho, but I took a nap. Not because of the movie, I was just really tired. And then I started watching WrestleMania Night 2. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that that you've been watching stuff, but I'm sorry that you had to deal with what's it called with your hand, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's just age.
Yeah. But other than that, not much going on, Brad.
No, nothing much happening at the moment. So just work tomorrow and try to get through the week.
Yeah. So I guess let's just go ahead and get into this, Brad, so that way we can just get going with it, so that way we can move on to Daredevil after this. But with that being said, if you guys have not watched this week's episode of The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning. It is in effect after these words from our sponsors in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, Brad. Let's do this. Season 2, Episode 2, Through the Valley. As a storm brews in the mountains, the people of Jackson Hole prepare for the worst and increased sightings of infected. Meanwhile, Abby weighs her options. Episode is directed by Mark Mylod, written by Craig Manzin, starring Ariella Barr, Robert John Burke, Caitlin Deaver, Tati Gabriel Luna, Young Manzino, Isabella Merced, Catherine O'Hara, Pedro Pascal, Danny Ramirez, Bella Ramsey, and more.
Everybody, all the peoples.
Yeah. Remember, guys, this is what's it called? A work in progress. Literally, the episode just ended a while ago, so they're not gonna have all the info pulled up. But I'm still gonna check if we have trivia. It's always fun to see if they have anything. Yeah, we do.
Wow, they're quick with it.
The episode gets its title from the song "Through the Valley" by Sean James. The song was prominently featured in the video game's first trailer. Yeah. So, this is awesome. At the end of the episode, the background music playing is performed by Ashley Johnson, the actress who originated the role of Ellie. Upon Joel's death, the song "Through the Valley" by Sean James begins playing. However, the vocals are that of Ashley Johnson, the original voice actor of Ellie in the game of the video game. So the video game song was probably featured in the first trailer for Last of Us Part 2. Yeah. Okay. I imagine that was Ashley Johnson. I don't think that was Bella Ramsey. I don't think that's Bella Ramsey at all. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it to you first, Brad. What are your initial thoughts on season 2, episode 2?
All right, from someone who's never seen the game, never played the game, don't know anything about the game. I thought the ending of this episode was good. I thought this episode was all right beforehand. I think I liked last week's episode a little better. But overall, I think it keeps the story moving along. And the Joel death in the second episode, it's kind of a choice. I don't know if it's the right choice, but I mean, I guess you don't have to pay Pedro Pascal anymore. And
Yep.
that's my feel. I don't know. Like, I thought it was like a good episode, but honestly, I've never played the game, so I don't know how much it follows that.
Oh, it follows it really well.
Okay.
Like, this happens just as quick in the game as it just happened right now.
Okay, I just thought, like, getting to it, there was a little bit of some slow parts, but I love the fucking mass of zombies attacking the town and getting in, and then them doing everything. Like, they were prepared, and still those zombies got in. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, they did take some liberties, though. In the game, that horde doesn't, what's it called, go there. I mean, what he does, they do go there, but Tommy is not there to defend with them because Tommy is with Joel. Dina is not the one who's out with Joel. And I thought that was actually a decision that I like because it kind of puts Tommy in this place where it's like I had to do a service and make sure that the people of my town were defended. But in return, my brother went out there and died. And I could have...
And he doesn't know that yet, but...
He doesn't know that, right? But
yeah.
That's what's coming in the next one. It's like, it's that feeling of like, I sent my brother out to die. Like, I wasn't there with him.
Well, but I mean, I guess that would eat away him in that respect. But at the same time, I mean, how long they've been there for 5 years? They've been doing patrols, I'm sure, before that. Like, it was they probably thought, well, like nothing.
It's not gonna be bad, right? Like, yeah, they probably thought they're like, they can't, it can't get any worse than it's already been, right?
There's probably a few zombies here and there, but nothing they can't handle. And then you just had this whole horde of just fucking zombies.
Yeah.
On top of that, you've got these ex-Fireflies who were out there gunning for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so, so here we go. Here, I'll say this. I think the episode is good. I actually really liked this episode. I think
I thought the ending was
final
good.
part, yeah. I think that the final, half of this episode is a lot stronger, though. I think that, just that moment, the death, and what comes after that, like Ellie crawling to Joel's body, that doesn't happen in the game.
Yeah,
Crawling,
well,
holding his hand.
as he's he's probably gone at that point. But
Yeah.
I mean, and the way Bella Ramsey plays that, you can tell like she's regretting like those few years where she's been a teenager, like she's been a teenager. So I mean, there was a lot of regret in that performance showing through her face.
Yeah. What I am interested to see how it works in the next episodes is the revealing of the reason. They revealed the reason right there and then. In the game, you don't find out. But, the most important thing is that Ellie doesn't know. Joel knows. Like, she tells her.
Yeah,
Us, the viewer, know the reason, but
yeah,
Ellie doesn't know.
Ellie still doesn't know. Like all she sees is like these 5 people come in and kill Joel.
Yeah. So
I mean, I feel like she'll probably piece it together just for the brutality that Joel was killed. He was literally killed with a golf club. Like,
yeah.
like any normal raider or something probably would have just shot him. So there was definitely a vendetta there. And I think once Ellie takes some time to think about it, she'll probably figure out, like, those people weren't just there on accident.
Yeah. So, we'll see where we go from here with that. But I thought that change was an interesting change. I feel like they revealed the reason so early on so they can try and avoid some of the hate and vitriol. I can agree with you there, Tony. I think I can agree with you there. I think it's trying to avoid the hate. Because I think, like, in the game, what's it called? I don't know. To me, it worked better because it has you, like, moving along and you're just there, like, sitting with, what is building with Ellie. And you're like, why did she do it? Like, why did Abby do it? But, yeah. I still thought the scene was really powerful. Especially the way they end it. And you have that song playing in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is gonna be like a massive factor going into the rest of the season. And then the next one for sure.
But I wonder how this affects Ellie's and Dina's relationship, because Dina was there.
Yeah. Which is an interesting change to me from the game. But yeah, and because like Dina was like on like this through this show right now, they kind of gave you the idea of like Dina trying to be taken under Joel's wing now.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see how like Joel, like, that changes Dina and how that really affects her. So I thought that was a really good choice. That's almost from the reveal. Yep. Yeah. Where she's singing that trailer and singing in the trailer. So I thought the episode was good, Brad. I kind of agree with you. Like the kind of the pace to get there was a little too slow. But I think that second half of the episode is just really, really strong. I thought that was really strong.
I really like that end.
And I love the switch up there where, like, you kind of like feel like Bella Ramsey kind of goes into this mode of like a scared child. Like she's just kind of watching her father figure just like getting just there, bloodied up, dying on the floor, and she's just like, get up, get up, get up. She's crying like a child.
Yeah, and then the switch happens, and it's like, I will find you and I will kill you.
Yeah, yeah. So I went on Twitter. I didn't see any like massively like big like people getting mad, like, because Brad, when this happened in the game, apparently people were pissed the fuck off.
Well, I mean, like, I can imagine, like, just from watching season 1, like, Joel's a major character. Like, he's like we start with him in season 1, and then the second episode in this, if they killed him that off early in the game, I can see where people would be, kind of hurt by it, because you just followed this man through this whole story, and then he just dies right there. In a zombie apocalypse, it kind of happens.
Yeah.
And also, it's an HBO show, so I think everybody might have been desensitized through like Game of Thrones and be like, everyone dies. They're all gonna die.
Yeah. At least he didn't beg for mercy, Brad.
Oh no, he told him to hurry the fuck up. He got shit to do.
Yep. But hey, man, there's Joel's intuition to just help another child, help another person.
Yeah, and I mean, he probably wouldn't change anything. And I think Joel, like, once he heard like that was her fight, like he knew, like, well, time for me to go.
Pretty much.
Like, chickens came home to roost, whatever you want to say. Like, I mean, we know the reason he did it, but he couldn't really give that up.
Yeah. Second time Pedro Pascal horribly dies in an HBO show. Yeah, exactly. Not as brutal as the fucking mountain crushing your skull in.
No.
But still brutal nonetheless.
I mean, I don't want to die getting hit by... that might be even worse. At least, like, that was like a fucking match right there. You didn't get killed by a golf club.
This lead up to the games... The lead up to the game's release kind of did a little false advertising to hide spoilers from Joel, hence the anger. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, I don't know, Brad. Well, yeah, because dude, you saw, like, the fucking part of the golf club came off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she was beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And she was not being kind about it. Shit. The very first shot, and I was amazed by this, was the shotgun to the knee, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. They toned down the death from the game. Yeah, 100%. 100%. The game's death is way, way more brutal than this game, than the show.
Than the show.
But I still think it's pretty powerful. The sound design is still great. Like, you hear, like, when she's, like, bringing the golf club, like, she's, like, scraping it across the floor. I love that sound design. And of course, when he fucking pierces his ear in, and you just hear, like, the fucking ringing. It's like, yeah. I love the sound design. I really like, the horde of zombies ride, and him, like, defending, Tommy being put in that position to defend the place. And they discovered the cordyceps, so we'll see what's going to go on from there.
But I was really thinking Tommy was about to die right there. Like,
yeah.
I was seriously thinking, I'm like, this man's, like, they played it very well. Like, this dude ran out of fuel right when this thing was about to die.
Yeah. The good thing is that thing was, like, look, man, if you use a whole flamethrower on that motherfucker and it does not die after that, yeah.
Also, the two dudes that ran away got what they deserved. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking pussies, man. Yeah, Tony, he should have just went in for the stealth kill like you told me to do in the game. Yeah.
Then the dogs being released, brilliant, I have to admit.
Yeah. Yeah. Those fucking dogs, bro, they had to go and defend the city too.
Yep.
Yeah. So now, now they're gonna have to rebuild part of that city too, and
probably stronger.
And the wall too, because they just got breached.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna have to find metal or steel or something. They're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah. I thought that was really smart though, to throw those barrels of gas, and then just like keep shooting them until like it covers as much.
I just find it funny on the timing of it, because they're cranking up the gas to the top. They're like, yeah, we'll probably need this.
Like, oh well, actually, we kind of do.
Actually, yeah, we did.
Yeah. But other than that, man, I thought the episode was really good. I don't think it's perfect, but I did really enjoy it. A little bit slow in the beginning, but yeah, I think that moment, that's what we were waiting for, and that was the moment that was gonna come, and we were gonna see if they were gonna do it right. And I think for a TV adaptation, I think they did do it justice. I don't think that it was what's it called, as brutal and shocking as the game. I don't know, Brad. Were you shocked?
I was pretty shocked. I mean,
Yeah.
like I had heard hints through the video game, like Joel died. I just didn't realize it was like that soon.
That quick?
That
Yeah.
like episode 2 of how many episodes is this?
7.
Yeah, like even then, that's pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Brad, what's your final verdict?
I'm just gonna go with what Stacy said and do an 8.25 out of 10 because we got to wrap this up.
That's funny. That's funny. I'm gonna go ahead and give season 2, episode 2, an 8.75 out of 10. I thought it was a really good episode. Not as great as last week's. Actually, I think what's it called, last week I gave it the same score if I'm correct.
I think I'm still in around the 8.5, 8.25 range.
Yeah. Actually, no, I gave last week 8.25. Now we're at an 8.75. I think this
Yeah.
episode was really good, though. I'm sorry. She's a great actress and all. Like, she did a good job, as good as I thought it was gonna be. But the fact that she's got no muscle on her, like, it's just, I don't know. I think it's a stupid choice, and I think it's a choice they should have kept to the character to keep the muscle there. But yeah, like when she's doing all that, like, yes, she comes off more psychotic than intimidating. And
Which,
it just, to me, it
you know,
doesn't
that-
really.
That can work too. Maybe.
It can, but like, I don't know. It's just, I see Caitlin Deaver and she doesn't, like,
I mean, we've seen multiple characters like that in The Walking Dead. Like,
yeah.
it can work.
It can, but it's just like, I look at her and I'm just like, you don't look intimidating.
Yeah,
Like, I look at Abby in the game and I do not want to fuck with her.
and like you guys keep telling me that, and I kind of get that. I'm like, if she wasn't holding a gun or a golf club, I probably wouldn't be intimidated.
She was literally using her fists at one point. She called her a kid.
Abby was a unit.
Abby was a unit. Yep. So I guess they're going more for like the psychotic, approach with this character in this game. I mean, in this movie, in this show. Nice. Now back to Travis Scott for some reason. Being left back in the ring. Jesus Christ. But with that said, yeah, that concludes our review of season 2, episode 2 of The Last of Us. Make sure you guys stick around because we're about to do Daredevil Born Again season finale. So stay tuned. Just subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss another review. Drop a like and listen to us on your favorite podcast app of choice. Drop 5 stars and follow us on that app. All that helps us out so much. I'm not going to plug the rest because we're going to plug that in the next one. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys in like 10 minutes. So, Brad, get them out of here.
All right, Raul, thank you to host as always. Thank you to Stacy and Tony for joining us in chat, and we're going to be back in like 10 minutes. So, you can go out.